Now, you know about 911, and you've probably had reason to call 311 with questions about city services, but you might not know about 211. That's the number you call to access information about community, social, and health services. It's free, confidential, available, and in 150 languages and all across Ontario. And this week, it's celebrating its 5-year anniversary. Well, I visited the 211 office on Saint Laurent Boulevard, saw the banks of computers and telephones, and met some of the problem solvers who take the calls.
211, how can I help you? Comment puis-je vous aider? Her what key, sorry? Oh, her mailbox key. Okay. 211, how can I help you? Comment puis-je vous aider? My name's Roxanne Brunet. I'm the team lead here at 211 Eastern Ontario Centre. It varies quite a bit from one call to the next, because if it's a very simple call about where do I go renew my health card, if it's someone who's really in distress and who needs to be heard, then I'm going to stay on the phone and listen. I've been on the phone for 45 minutes. Right now it's the Christmas season, so we get a lot of people calling in looking for help for Christmas assistance. They're asking for food hamper, food voucher, toys for their kids. Yeah, those are the three main ones. 211, how can I help you? Comment puis-je vous aider? Il a quel âge, votre fils? Et puis, c'est quel genre d'intervention est-ce que vous cherchez? So it's a mother of a youth who then she's having trouble with him at home. Not being respectful. He's coming in late. He's being violent. And she was pretty upset about her financial situation. She's with Ontario Works with social assistance, and she's really having trouble making ends meet. She's a newcomer, so she'd been here for 3 years, and for the first year she didn't realize she had to, if she was making some money from working, she didn't realize she had to give some of that to Ontario Works, so now she owes a big amount to them, so there's just a lot going on for her. She felt pretty overwhelmed. So I'm going to check in with her again in a few days just to see how things are going, and I gave her a couple of resources to look into in the meantime.
How many calls have you answered over the years?
Thousands, so I don't know. It definitely opens my eyes to the realities of the world. People think everything's fine, but the reality is there's a lot of people that need help. There's a lot of people that are not as well off as others and that are forced to be in the system and to navigate and fight for themselves and to really fight to get something. I know because I've been there.
211, how may I help you? Comment puis-je vous aider? About preschools in your area? Are you looking to send your child to a Catholic school or a public school? I do have a phone number here. Do you have a pen and paper with you, sir? A good day is not having super stressful calls. I mean, now at this time of year, it gets a little bit more stressful with the caring and sharing and the Toy Mountain calls. Right now, it's a little bit better because all the services are still available, but when it gets closer to Christmas time, we get more people who are a little bit flustered with the fact that there aren't as many services offered, and there's a possibility of not qualifying for it. So that's really hard. Another one is when people are being cut off from their hydro at this time of year. Those are really hard calls to take for me personally. If I could avoid all those calls, I would, but unfortunately I can't.
You never know from one phone call to another what to expect. And this is what makes it challenging sometimes. The telephone call that I just had, the client basically, her spouse had lost his job for X reason, and she was in a state of denial, and she didn't know exactly where to turn. This is what's interesting about working here at 211, is sometimes you can have somebody that does not speak any English or any French, and you have to have an interpreter speak with them.
211, how can I help you? Comment puis-je vous aider?
Hola, yo di un pavo.
You need to speak Spanish? Do you want an interpreter?
Sí, por favor.
Can you stay on the line, okay? I'll be right back with an interpreter.
Gracias.
Okay.
Hello, this is Ruben Vargas, interpreter ID 190234 Spanish. Do you have your customer on the line, or would you like me to dial it for you?
Yeah, I'm actually going to bring him on the line just now. Okay, you can go ahead, sir.
Hola, yo di un pavo y soy interesada a dar un pavo Navidad a una otra organización. ¿Es posible?
Sometimes you'll have someone talking to you and all of a sudden they'll break down crying over the phone, and it's to be able to offer them that emotional support and to letting them know that it's normal to cry, even though they're facing a stranger on the line. 211, how may I help you? Comment puis-je vous aider?
I think it's one of those services that, for the most part, a lot of people won't know about it or won't discover until they need it.
211, how can I help you? Comment puis-je vous aider? Orthotics, okay. Gotcha, okay. We're very we're multi-dimensional, right? Yes, humans, so there's often more than appears at first, yeah. You do your best and hope that life will keep leading them where they need to go.
Voices from the 211 Community Information Centre, Roxane Brunet, Alexandre Gagné, Mélanie Morin, Marc Viau, and Philippe Martel, and thanks as well to Marie-André Carrière. The 211 service is available 24/7, 365 days a year across Ontario. It's funded by the province, the city, and the United Way.